Okay, exercise 213 is more work by that fella that screwed up exercise 212. So let's see what happened. We paid cash dividends to stockholders. Well, what he said is he said we debited cash for $500 and we credited dividends for $500. Well, that would actually mean, $800. That would actually mean that our shareholders paid us $800. What really happened was we paid cash, so we debit our dividends, $800, and credit our cash, $800. Now let's see what this lad did next. We provided services on account for customers. So on account, so that would be accounts receivable, $3,400. But he instead wrote down that we got cash for $3,400 and revenue for $3,400. So the revenue part is correct. We did indeed get revenue for a credit of $3,400, but instead of crediting cash or debiting cash, we have to debit accounts receivable. That's our asset of value here, $3,400. Now on the next one, let's see, what did he do here? Utilities expense and cash. We paid a $500 utility bill, so he had utility expense, debit for $500, and cash, credit for $500. Good for him, he got that one right. So we have utility expense, $500 debit, and we have a credit to cash, $500. Now we received $400 from this transaction up here. Okay, so we're getting paid some of the money we already earned and recorded. What he did was he said we got $400 cash, so that part's correct. So he debited cash for $400. That part's correct. But then he said revenue. So he's saying that we didn't collect that money we previously earned. We earned new money. And that's not correct. So this part is correct. Cash, debit $400, but we're now crediting accounts receivable for $400. That's one of those asset shifts things. And now we're paying for supplies that we previously purchased. He's saying that that's a debit to supply expense and a credit to cash for $1,200. That's what he said. Well, that's not quite correct. The cash part he got right. We do have a credit to cash for $1,200. But it's not supplies expense, it's accounts payable because we purchased them previously. So, this guy's not very good at what he does apparently.